In this exercise, we are going to start with this drawing, and in the end, we will get this result. File, place exercise 10, click check template, and then place. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write the word pairs here. Type tool, make one click. I'm going to choose Arial as the font. Font style, I'm going to choose bold, and for the size, I'm going to make it very big, 640 points. Press enter. Now I select the text and write the word Paris like this. Selection tool, I place it right here, and I'm going to click here, swap fill and stroke, and I'm going to make the stroke thick, 20 points like this. And what I need to do now, I need to distort the letter A and make it look like the Eiffel Tower. How am I going to do that? Make sure I select the text, object, envelop, distort, and this time I'm going to click on make with mesh. I click here, I get this window. I'm going to change the rows from 4, the columns. I'm not going to change the rows, I'm going to keep it 4. I'm going to change the columns from 4 to 13 and click OK. Now, using the direct selection tool, I can grab any point and I can move it like this, and by doing this I can distort the shape however I want. I can do this, I can do this, I can even select multiple points at the same time and move them and distort the shape this way. I can select a lot of points like this and move them at the same time, and you see what's happening. But I'm not going to do none of that. Control Z, I need to go back. What I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to select this point right here in the top middle of the letter A, and I'm going to take it up. I can press shift to make sure it stays on the vertical line, and I'm going to stop right here. Now I'm going to click on this point. I'm going to zoom some more for this one, this point, and I'm going to move it slightly like this. And this point, click, and I'm going to move it slightly like this. I'm going to grab this point, going to move it slightly like this, and this point I'm going to move it slightly like this. And now we get what we wanted. Next step, I'm going to click on object, make sure it's selected, click on object. I need to go to selection tool, select everything, object, and then click on expand. Click on OK. And now we have a group that contains all the letters. I'm going to go to direct selection tool and select these 2 letters. With the direct selection tool, I can access the elements inside the group without ungrouping. So direct selection tool, I select these 2 letters, and I'm going to change the color from none to red. These 2 letters, I'm going to change the color, choose white. This letter, I'm going to choose this shade of blue. Click. Using the direct selection tool, I can also, if I want to, move this point and change the shape a little bit like this by moving the points. I'll make sure the A is selected, and I'm going to click here, draw inside. Now I'm going to choose the rectangle tool. I'm going to choose the color blue, same color as the letter P, stroke none, and I'm going to draw a rectangle like this. Make sure I stop in the middle of the tower like this, and then let go, and just like that we have the result we wanted. I go to selection tool, I double click outside, I go back to draw normal. Now line segment tool, I choose the color black for the stroke, 10 points thickness, and I draw a vertical line like this, small line. I can go to width tool and I can make this part very thin like this, and we get this result. I don't really like it. I'm gonna go back, Control Z, go back to width tool. I'm gonna zoom some more like this. I go to the top and make this line very thin at the top, and just like that we get the result we wanted. I can go ahead and hide the template, I no longer need it. One last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select everything and I'm gonna add a shadow effect. I go to effects, stylize, and click on drop shadow. You see the effect we get. I'm gonna try different values in the blur section. I think I'm gonna go with 20 and click OK. And now the exercise is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.